Alright, my name is Natred. We're back here to do another fight review. We got Kurai versus Jarvis from April 2022. I think Jarvis might be the person I said, I think that person is giant in video number 1. Let's do some quick gear checks here. Digging the shield here on the right. Love the shield art. Low strap around with the classic, looks like a trowel handle for our lad Kurai on the left. Yep, he's tall. Let's just get this out of the way. This is gonna be problem number 1, I feel like. Yeah, my leaned in, almost full extension, reverse money, whatever you want to call this, maybe hits a leg. Casually get tagged in the back. Oh, is that not it? I might have misread some body language there. I thought Kurai was calling dead on that one. Okay, never mind. Back to everything I just said. Good block. Where are we landing this boy at? Got the leg and leg. According to most dag fighters, this is how you kill warlords. You just hit them in the legs. Yep. Happy to see this. Nice little bread and butter pump to fight flying over the top. Yeah, just not even a pump. Just this little bit of like settling motion Kurai does here. Okay, my opponent's stepping in. Set. Launch. Yep. Very sick. Love throwing that myself. Oh, okay, so this is the second episode in this series. I'm going to be reviewing a kind of similar shield in the, or fighter using this kind of similar shield in my next video. At least has the same shield strapping. Geometrically, it's a bit different, a bit bigger, but you'll see. Yep. Can't get complacent. You'll get bopped. Yeah. Yep. That feeling when you're like, oh, I'm gonna do a little floors. Oh. I hope Kurai buys my little fake. Here it comes. Oh, fuck. Yeah. This feeling is known well to me as well, Jarvis as well. Yeah, this looks like a bit of an overextension here. So, like, in the first video I did, I was talking about how you have to find this middle ground between extension and throwing opening shots that are safe. Like, safe but threatening opening shots. So the more threatening you try to make it, the more you're probably opening yourself up. This is, I think, too far on the line of opening yourself up. Reach! Yep. Let's skyhook each other. Let's do it a couple of times. Yep. I like that shot. Yep. Good, good. I always appreciate the gumption of people who try to fight on with their sword and their offhand shield like that. Pop over the top. Nice. It's always satisfying when you pick up the down and arm win. Perfect. Perfect. That's one that I think is worth putting into your memory banks. You know, that might have been, he might have been in time, might have been a trade there, but that's something that I try to do as well. Just getting this whenever you're down an arm, landing this really, really strong block, move in, deep wrap, try to force at least a trade. Yeah. I think that's a thing everybody wants in their toolbox there. Nice. Way to pick it up, Kurai. Something I saw here, I don't know if this is what's happening, but right, we kind of have this like flippy flourish, and then we have Kurai go for this one. If this is intentional, it's very on point. This little flick for the wrist. Just this little low commit flick for the wrist. All right, Jarvis does a flip, and Kurai throws this really flicky, tight shot for the wrist. I think that's a great read. Like, okay, if part of what you're gonna try to do here is through these like loopy wind-ups, then trying to break in there and break into that timing, little like nice little flick to the wrist as he's in motion seems like a very savvy move. And then we pop a Kurai on the ground, and he picks it up. Hashtag knees for Kurai, knees for Trav. Don't put my dad on his knees. Yep. Good. Some good body positioning there. Yeah, I haven't seen Jarvis. I haven't seen you get punished for this too much yet, but I think these little flourishes right there. You know, even just then, where it's kind of just like a fidget spinnery thing you're doing while you're waiting to engage. That might be a bad habit to be building. Like if one of your passive, like if like one of the idle animations for your character is doing, you know, dropping your sword out of guard, then you might get punished by some real savvy people. Yep. Yep. Was able to slice the arm there, pick up the leg. Sweet. Also, let's just marvel at this super Chad like casual like yeah I'm fighting with a strap shield. You arm me? Eject that shit. Just nothing. Not excited, not even disdainful, just totally forgetting about the shield. It falls perfectly off the arm like it was never even strapped on. You can't train that. It's a heavy sit. Look how tall this guy is. Skadoosh. Yeah. I feel like that's like a really hard thing to correct, but maybe something that should be corrected. Like whenever you plant that hard, your opponent knows that like you're going to want to exchange with them. Like I am basically sitting down now. I'm not going to be bouncing around or moving. You know exactly what I'm doing. Okay, going for the leg. Yeah. You gotta finish. And so this is something that's also much harder in Amp Guard than it is in the like folder contact games like Bell and Dag. I'm not saying that it's always mechanically correct to like shield check your opponent or like, but just being able to step in far enough where you can make some aggressive contact and not be called out. You know, that's one of the ways you have to feel like you can really break the grounded shieldman stalemate. You got to get real creative. Do it on amp guard. Yep, good shot. Good. Yep, a lot of excess little forearm movement there, getting punished maybe. Getting punished for not being like a toiger. Yep, pick up the leg. But now what do you got? Okay. Oof. I know that stagger on getting up. Yeah. Yep. Head was in the flight path. Good. Admirable. That I think is a really cool skill set to see for is just that ability to stay in and just calmly, that your eyes are staying and just calmly exchange. Just pick up shots. I think that's one of the benefits you get from if you really focus on perfecting your guard early on in your fighting life, perfecting your guard, your passive defense. Look at this face. Look at this. He's like, what the fuck is... I don't even know what's happening, bro. He just was like, what the fuck is going on over here that's distracting me from my nerd blood sport? But, yeah, really honing in on your defense, honing in on your guard. And I think that is what allows you to have that confidence to stand there and exchange. Like, you know, sometimes the best offense is a good defense, because when your defense is rock solid and you're not having to divert a lot of like mental RPM to it, you can focus on those kind of block strikey exchanges. Yeah. All right, good. Okay, tap him out. One of the things I'm noticing too about just like, I love talking about gear, but just like the geometry of this shield and the strapping of it. You got a small shield, son. You're a rangy fella, and I'm not sure if I can even say that you're moving this shield more than you should, but you're moving this shield a lot. You're being very mobile with it. And when you have this 45-degree strapping, that's going to involve moving a bigger part of your body. If you're very mobile with your shield and it's strapped to your arm like this, if you get, you know, if you buy fakes, you're gonna get punished even harder than say if you had something like a strap or a punch grip shield, where it's a little bit more reflexive to flick it around. You know, I'm trying to be at that stage in like life where I don't. If somebody wants to use a suboptimal shield, in my opinion, and they're having a blast, fucking go for it. But that's just one of the negatives I think I see about this fighter and this specific shield geometry. They're having a blast using it. Hell yeah. I think you should always be trying to have fun. Even when you're trying to be the best and most competitive you can be in a hobby, if you're not having fun, it's not worth it. Nice! There it is again, too. Yep. Let's initiate an exchange. Stick the block. Hit the hip. And I think that was clean, too. I don't think Vulcan was in time on that for sure, yeah. Yeah, that's just good, clean USDA beef living right there. That is a nice job. Yeah, not only was that hip, it was also fucking hero pose into hip, hero pose into hero pose. Look at this. Yeah, look at the shoulders. Oh man. I should just do this more just so I can watch my friends fight. Charging, charging, charging. The doingus. The doingus. How could you never tell when I put my sword above my head that I was about to hit you in the hip? Yep. Again, I think that's just part, like, is this a skill problem? Is this a gear and familiarity problem? Or is this just a shield construction problem? You know? I think this is probably too much movement out of the shield here. Let's take a really good look at what he's responding to specifically that's making him jump his shield that far over. Okay, so Kurai crosses the center line. Shield travels way over. Easy outside arm. Easy outside arm. It's just, if you're gonna let yourself, that sounds condescending. If you get faked out and your shield is strapped to your arm like this is panic time. Yeah. And to be patient. So much patience really has to be used in these kind of situations on both sides. This arm right here, Kurai's trying to hit it. Before he even threw that shot, I kind of got the feel that he was angling for it. Because yeah, look at this delicious meat. If this is already off your body, it can probably go behind your body. Don't get chumped out by stuff like this. Yeah. And again, like, what do you do? Do you try to set up the same thing? Like, if you could get Kurai to swing out for your dead arm, then maybe you cross. I don't know. This is a rough one. If he was like onside armed, if he had like nice flex. If this is like if this is his live arm right now, his left one, then this becomes a bit more of a less polarized matchup. Sorry about that there. This is dangerous. Yeah, this coming out to meet Kurai's guard here. Or coming out to block Kurai's shot. Like, where's it at? Yeah. It's scary and probably really instinctive to try to use your sword to block more when you're in this situation and you're down a limb. But look at how this is followed all the way to the ground here and how far this is going to have to come back up to come into a natural, like, guarding area. Luckily, he's pretty far back, but if he was, maybe 6 inches closer or so, here I can easily land a double tap in there. Speed it back up, I guess. Yeah, close. Okay. Lots of patience. Both teams tried their best. Okay. Yeah, that outside arm is just, look at that meat. Boom! Yeah. That's fresh tricep right there. Tricep, delt, yeah. Yep. Not even that. Not even that. Just like hangs out. I really hope this isn't coming off as like taunting or anything, but just really kind of highlighting again. Is this a problem of fighter skill? Is it a problem of gear familiarity? Is it a problem of shield design and construction? Um, I think if you're having to ask those questions, then you should just try changing something. Try changing something else. Yeah, there's definitely an issue here. Yep. Small window where that could have possibly been a body shot too, had it just come out a little, had the universe just been slightly different. Yeah, now we're back into the same grind. Okay. Well, all right. That was interesting. I think my big takeaways from that for Kurai is like I think that you're getting tagged in those legs a whole lot again because of that that choice. Not really a choice, like because of your knee situation, you're also just kind of zoned in to being a little bit more static, but that kind of more static style um, might be one of the reasons you're getting tagged in the legs as much as you are by this guy. And as far as Jarvis, I think it's a little bit too flourishy and floppy with your sword arm while you're on the way into engage or trying to initiate an engagement. And if you love that shield, man, and you want to like become as good as you possibly can be with that shield, I just realized you guys are getting to see a little glimpse of my YouTube here. If you like that shield, that's what you like to do, then man, rock it. But I might not be super optimal. But all right, I'm going to record one more of these, I think, for the night and call it good.